Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Dream Daddy. So basically, we are on a date with Matt. Currently, Matt is my favorite daddy. So, let's continue and see what we're doing. So, from I remember from last video, I think we went to like a music place because he likes music, like jazz. And we're gonna see what he likes. So Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point, they're old pros about feeling blue. The music is amazing that it'll actually cheer you up. Whoa dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our record to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and buzz cut stands behind the counter with one ear bud in. Usual stuff today, Matt. Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? And that nerd is my buddy Dazel. Dazel, this beacon of human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critic. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Are the third waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on. Yeah, dude, we do it every month on the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by the night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vac and Veil be playing? If only. I finished paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing, when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then, that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concerts with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Oh wait, let me just open the door for my cat. We are back. Okay. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I can find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? I'm gonna say, oh no, but I don't know what Matt wants, but I would say no. Nah, man, I think I'm good. It's a little juvenile, I guess. Let's just go back to my place. Oh, he didn't like that. Let's go back to my place and listen to them. Matt and I walk back to the cul-de-sac and head into his house. I hope he isn't bummed about the no weed thing. Yeah, I don't want to do weed. We sit and listen to the Diet Sick album that Matt bought, which is catchy as poop. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness to Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled to the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rose and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I am so sorry. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets out to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? I'm out of practice. I used to jam out on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted to the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. No way. You had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies. Except for Communist Manifesto, who broke after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Dude, that's so rad! Matt pulls out the piano bench. Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. I sit down at the piano. Yeah, he wanted to hear ska, you know? I'll do ska. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. Wait, that was just Smoke on the Water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The deep purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Right, buddy, can you stop that? I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, it's been a long time. Oh my. Should I just like if I push it, you know, this could go two ways. If I push it, he'll be like, okay, stop, dude, like, stop. It's not, you know. If I push it, he's like, okay, then he'll like me more because, like, you know, I changed him in a way. I want to do it. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. See? See? This could go two ways. I risked it. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool. Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable. At the thought of it, I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks. Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the silver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around her in her chair to face me and slumps down. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No! I am Dad. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promise myself I'll never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up. I spike it out. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. You know they can paint the walls for their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Did it well? I don't know. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I don't know if it showed, but basically I had a B with Matt. Yeah, well, B is okay. It's like in the middle. But I wanted an A. I feel like because a lot of the choices I didn't do right. Like, I guess he wanted to go out for weed and party. Like, we can still party without weed. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. Okay. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make it out what it is. I got a little closer. Is she crying? Oh my god. I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. What? Why is she crying? In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm gonna keep pushing it. Because she needs to let out all her emotions. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. No, Amanda, you have to talk with me. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out. Okay. Oh. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Oh, she just screamed at me. Wow, what has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. Well, she's not mad at me. I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I didn't... We were chilling. Like, it's probably something like at school or like her friends. Like, I don't know. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out the bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever is bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toasted lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks her bag up and storms out. Oh wow, that was loud. My ears. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at the picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood out in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. Yeah, I'll make her cute. Well, not cute. I'll make her like delicious sweets. Like cookies, cupcakes, cake. Anyway, I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah, I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something is wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just... Whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language that we both understand. Yeah, cake, cake, cake. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully, the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad, it took me sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Aw, that's so cute! It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over. And this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serves us some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing, I know I've been really weird lately and I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? Oh, no. I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Oh my! Do I remember this? No, I don't. Emma R. I think the best friend. That would make sense. Cause she's upset about that, right? Yes. You got it. Wow, proud of you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie's app on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Oh, they left her out? Oh my god, so basically all her friends partied and they all partied and they told Amanda that they were studying. Oh my god, that sucks. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised to not tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start a drama. So I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. Then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I go to the food court, and who do I see there? But Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I stole over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just like glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the gossipy one. She has a gossipy. The gossipy one? I know! Grace is the one who nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I reveal is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed. And I just wanted to get out of here. Well, out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the poopy day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MOR, asking how long that Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot, you still following? Yeah, I'm following. Oh, okay, get a load of this. MOR says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Oh my god, I feel so bad for her. She trusted that person about her crush. I bet that girl, like, went for Noah because she had a crush on him. Like, girls do that? I hate it. Alright, let's keep reading. Amina pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I care so much about mental social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. Okay. So like, they were dating in secret and like the girl, like Amanda didn't know. But I feel like MLR should have told Amanda, you know, instead of hiding it the whole time. Because if he was hiding it the whole time, she looks like a jerk. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay, and then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are read script receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to MLP about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable. And I'm venting to her about how mad I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that MLP sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out. Bruh. Hey, MLR is the one with Noah. MLP was the one we just said that we trusted her because she was being reasonable. Alright, I think you lost my screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really dumb teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but MR's been there since mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at a remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide that I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Oh no.
Bro, what you have to say is say that those friends are not worth it. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. Those friends suck. Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. Yeah, that all sounds pretty dumb, but that means that there's no need to be upset, kiddo. You give her a reassuring pat on the back. You're wrong. In a few years, none of this is gonna matter. You're fine. Yeah, thanks. I guess. Amanda gets up. Thanks for the cake. She goes to her room and doesn't slam the door, but it is definitely not a very gentle door close. Did I mess it up? Oh, did I mess it up? I think I did.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, Matt. Hey, Dizzo. What are your feelings about poker? I'm down. Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker, I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just had a joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm uncontractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games, and I figured I should send an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money. That seems fun. Let's go play poker with the other dads. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He got a case of beer under his arm. Oh, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Ugh, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. Hey, all the dudes I went out except Brian. Because Brian... Like, okay, I could give Brian a chance, but Brian, like, wants to compete with me. That's not attractive. He's trying to compete with me every single time. Anyway, we passed through the fence and closing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Daisel, glad you could make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig is a resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? I'll tell the truth. I am still terrible at poker. My tell is sustained, childlike giggle. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my thing. I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Everybody laughs. Let's just get to the game going. We all take a seat in the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds goes by easily as I'm getting in the hang of things. But it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. Just start getting a feel for everybody's tale. Like Matt will scratch his ear. Hey, Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have a god on my side. See, you can't even see that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, that man's an enigma. Robert raises a glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd fight the floor with us if he actually tried. Honestly, because I enjoy the company. Robert puts out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah. What are you? What are you, a drug dealer now? Yeah. What do you need? Horse? Speed? Tijuana Johnny's? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours in a favor call. Maybe I won't need you today, maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but Sunday. Oh, I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I drop my phone in the toilet and this is backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't know. But they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them. Oof, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Brian and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think the 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her to her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walked in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked. But then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of, wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life. Then there is already. Can we just get back to the boat core and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand, and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of the pigs and blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These killships are phenomenal. We could sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. I can see it now. Pierce the Keel Ships. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. Well, I said San Diego. We all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring another person to work to the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate. If a man is looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think he's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Mike cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his shoes, has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Ryan deals us all cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. I was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but we can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, broody guy. Are you guys sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert puts his own workhouse up for his grabs, his only mode of transportation, at times in his life his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck, great biceps, but it didn't last long though. I lost everything in the game of Pai Gao in the back room of Shenzia Tea, housed in what I thought it was a 3-day business trip. Everything. Gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Xiaozui Park and had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear. Love deeper than I ever had, and lost it all my more times now. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance? Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tale that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold. Everyone erupts. Fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take my grave, fellas. Next week, boys? Next week. You got it. I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Daisel. We'll all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Okay. I think this is where we're gonna end it in this episode. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. Have a good day. Bye!